What's up, guys? Silver here with another Halo Master Chief Collection Achievement Guide. This time we're doing Part 7 of Keep Your Foot on the Pedrogas, which is complete all of Halo Reach's campaign missions on Legendary in under 3 hours. So start this one up. I'm going to start off by showing you the main towers. This is the one with the green logo to your left when you start. That's the Soviet Center. The one in the distance that has a kind of orange glowing panel at the top of the building, that is the Vibrant Telecom Tower, or Club Herrera. And then the other one I was shooting at with the blue hospital logo on it is the hospital. So you're going to get one of those three buildings as your objective to start. So it's random every time. It's just randomly selected which one you do first, second, and third. So we were randomly selected the Soviet Center to start. It didn't activate the nav point for us yet, but I just know from the dialogue when a Marine comes over the comms and says, "Mayday, Mayday, something, something, something," that means it's going to be Soviet Center. So I'm going over here, and I'm actually entering from behind. So this is a much faster and easier way to get into this building. Instead of going around to the front of the building and landing on the helipad, just kind of come back here, and you could sneak your way up into the corner of this building, the back corner, and then you could just land at the elevators after you take out some brutes. And you don't even need to take out any brutes. I just like to do that to make it a little safer. But we're going to follow this path now that we're at the top of the elevator here at the multiplayer map Reflection. Grab that DMR ammo, and we're going to run back to this comm jammer, let your sprint recharge, and once it does, we're going to activate the comm unit, and then we're just going to sprint this way, and we're going to bypass all of these drones that pop out, and we kill that guy. I like to kill that guy, but other than that, I'm going to just move forward. I grabbed that plasma pistol. That's not 100% necessary. I just like to have one, and we're going to get into the elevator, and we're going to peace out. We're out of here. That is one of 3 main objectives done, and again, they're randomly selected for you, along with 2 side missions are going to be selected for us now. So now that we've completed one of the main objectives, one of the side missions is going to activate, and there are actually 12 possibilities, which makes planning for this mission and putting a guide together kind of tough because there's so many different combinations and possibilities. So we just kind of do our best here, and we are going to kind of hang out here. I like to hang out here in Soviet Tower when I get this objective, or right when I finish this objective, because that way I don't have to deal with any Banshees until I know where I'm going, until they assign me one of the side missions. So the side mission we got is kill Jackal snipers, which is over here. And you get a nav point if you don't know where they are, so that's fine. And we're going to take these guys out. There's 3 focus rifle wielding Jackals on the building surrounding this one building here that we're trying to defend. So just run around here real quick. They're easy to take out. They don't have any shielding or anything, so you can quickly take them out. And then we'll just move to the next objective. Now we get one of the other main objectives. And again, we don't know what that is going to be, but we know that there's 2 buildings remaining that they could possibly be in. So I'm going to kind of try to fly in between both and just make my way to the correct one once they let me know what that correct one is going to be. So I know it's not the Soviet Center, so I could kind of hang out in between the hospital and the Vibrant Telecom Tower. And again, the Soviet Tower has the green glowing logo. The Vibrant Telecom Tower has the orange glowing panel at the top of it. And the hospital is the one to my right here. It has the blue glowing hospital logo on it. So I'm just going to hang out here. We have to wait a little bit because the Pelican has to pick up those Marines we were defending. I actually could have, I don't know why I didn't do it this time, but you could actually kill the Marines, and then you don't have to wait for the Marines to get rescued by the Pelican. So that actually saves time, and that would be good for right now because this guide in particular is about saving time. Don't know why I didn't do that. I do that on the next side mission, but not that one for whatever reason. But we got the hospital assigned to us, so we're going to go land here. And this part you could actually skip with a Banshee for the most part, but we're not going to do that. And you could see my time just jumped ahead there a little bit because I actually died. So we added like 25 seconds to my time here, but that's all right. We're going to make it well under part time, which is our main goal. The part time is 20 seconds, or 20 seconds, 20 minutes. But you want to quickly grab a needler from one of those dead grunts and then come down here and kill the engineer before he could descend down to the bottom. So he's an easy target when he's up here, but once he drops down there, he becomes much harder to deal with. And then you got to deal with all the shielded enemies as well, which is annoying. So kill those 4 grunts. They should be sleeping. Sometimes they wake up, though. But once you kill them, you want to grab one of their needlers and then quickly kill that engineer before he drops down. Then we can just make our way down. We're just going to fight a bunch of grunts and jackals on our way down here. It's like a spiral staircase situation here. We'll have to circle down. And then there's going to be a brute at the bottom as well with a needler rifle. So we're just kind of fighting our way through. And like I mentioned, you could skip this whole section by kind of getting a Banshee, shooting parts of its wings off, and then you could actually fly it down and all the way to the comm jammer in this section. And then you could actually warp yourself out of here depending on the situation. So if you want to see that trick, you can check out my lasso guide for this. I will link that at the end of the video. So you could check that out if you would like. It's pretty cool. But I decided not to show it in this because of the sheer amount of randomness that comes into play when you are getting all these assigned to you randomly instead of in order every single time. So if you're assigned this objective as one of your main objectives before you're assigned the Vibrant Telecom Tower where Club Herrera is, where the hunters are, you will actually not have a jetpack by this point, and you will not be able to get a Banshee as easily. You could still get a Banshee. You could jump out of your Falcon and time it correctly so you actually are able to land on a Banshee. Or you could, plasma pistol a Banshee on a rooftop or something, but you have to like wait for it to get close enough. Or you could just sprint off a rooftop and time it perfectly to get a Banshee that's passing by. But it's tough to plan for that, and it's a lot of those strategies are pretty tough when you got to time it just right. And if you don't, you just keep reverting to your last checkpoint and waste a lot of time. So at this point, I've cleared out this whole section. I'm going to juggle a plasma pistol into the hallway over here because we're going to use that later. And we're going to juggle the Needler over here, the Needler rifle that Brute dropped. So juggle that in here. Then we're going to pick that up, and we have a Needler as well. So I have a Needler rifle, a plasma pistol, and my DMR with me right now. I have 4 weapons. So I'm going to use the Needle rifle until I'm out of ammo. So these Brutes can easily be taken down because they have no shield or anything. So if you land 3 Needle rifle shots on them, they'll just blow up. So you could take out a lot of these enemies from far away pretty quickly. And you can see that's exactly what's happening right now. And you won't have that much Needler rifle ammo in here. So use as much as you can. And then once you're out, you could just switch to your Needler. And we're going to move forward. We're going to leave the plasma pistol behind. But now I'm thinking that we might have wanted to bring 2 plasma pistols in here. You'll see why in a little bit. But you're just going to move in and close in on these remaining Brutes and just needle them with your Needler. And then we're going to take out this Engineer, of course, because we don't want him giving any extra shields to our enemies. Then we're going to move forward here and activate this comm jammer. But I'm thinking we should have grabbed that plasma pistol before activating this comm jammer. But that's all right. We'll deal with it. Activate this. There's more DMR ammo in the corner here, along with the DMR in front of this Covenant shield thingamabob. And after activating the comm jammer, you want to immediately grab that ammo and then run up to this position, because that will get the elites to not move as far forward as they would normally if you stayed back there. So by moving up to here, the elites will kind of stay in this general area where they are now, and you could fairly easily shoot and kill them. They don't take that many shots with the DMR to take their shield down, and we'll be able to just pick them off from here. And this is where I was saying I should have grabbed that plasma pistol to start, because then I could just noob combo them, and then it would take a little less time. It would be a little more easy, but that's all right. We'll take them out with just the standard DMR straight up, and then once we're past these guys, we'll go grab that plasma pistol. The reason I brought the plasma pistol out was so I could take out the concussion rifle elite, who is going to be in the section that we're going to go to next. So we're almost done with these guys. And then we're going to, again, move ahead to that concussion rifle elite, like I mentioned. And he'll have some skirmisher friends as well. So we are on our way now. We're going to grab the plasma pistol up ahead here that we left for ourselves. And we're going to noob combo that elite immediately. He's the biggest threat in this room. So noob combo him. He goes down. And then all that remains are the skirmishers with the needle rifles in this section. So take them out with a headshot, and then we could sprint up and go back the way we came. And we'll get to our Falcon again. And this is the one of 3 main objectives that is the longest, so especially without the Banshee. So the other 2 we're just going to sprint through. If we had the Banshee, I guess that would make this one quick as well, but we did not do the Banshee strat. Banshee strat, again, is in my lasso video, which I'll link at the end, so you can check that out. It's pretty cool. I will be getting into my Falcon now, and we're going to wait for our second of 2 side objectives, and again, they're totally random, picked from 12 possibilities. So there's 9 unique possibilities, and then there's 3 different Buck scenarios where you escort a Falcon with Gunnery Sergeant Eddie Buck in there. So he could actually be in 3 different positions in the city and want you to escort him in 3 different directions. So lots of stuff that could possibly happen here. But we actually got a really good side objective, because this is actually directly on our way to the final main objective. This is the Hunters on the building. They are right next to the Vibrant Telecom Tower. So we're going to clear out the Marines, actually, like I mentioned. If you kill the Marines, it's faster, because then you don't have to wait for the Pelican to come in and bring them off the rooftop. So I'm just going to kill them real quick, and then it'll be like, oh, well, couldn't save them. I guess we'll just go to the next objective, which is what we're going to do. So since I know that this building is the only possibility for this final objective, or the final of 3 objectives, we'll just move in here without them even saying anything. And there are 2 fuel rod turrets on here, So you want to make sure you take those guys out. And I'm going to just fly in here, and I'm going to catch these guys off guard. Usually you can't do this because you're not this close when you're assigned this building. But since we had that side objective that was right next to it, we're able to fly in and take these guys out as they spawn and come through the door here. And obviously, if you weren't already here and able to kill these guys as they spawn, they would just all be nicely placed around the playable area there. But you just fly back and forth a little bit and take them out, and then you'll be able to land and come into here. And you want to follow this path pretty closely. So I'm just going to go down here, and I'm going to hug the left side of the stairs. And then once we get up this first flight here, I'm going to go to the right side of the stairs. So left side, sprint to the right side, and past that hunter. And then we're going to go behind the pillar, and then get this comm jammer, activate that real quick, and then jump down the middle of this balcony. And then we'll go to the right of this hunter. Unfortunately, I got a little splash damage, so I kind of got blasted a little off track there. But you want to jump over the railing here onto the stairway, and then just make your way back the way you came. And we will be on our way to the final objective. So you got your 3 main objectives with a side mission in between, and we're going to finish the mission off with the final objective, which is always the same. This is the only predictable part of this mission, is that the final objective will always be the final objective, and it's the tallest building in the whole map. It's kind of in the center as well. The 3 main objectives, you do initially kind of form a triangle, and this is kind of in the middle of that triangle. So there's going to be 6 shade turrets that are surrounding this tall building in the middle, and you have to take all of them out to finish the mission. You could actually take out not the Falcons. You could take out the Phantoms that are bringing these shade turrets in. So that's what I'm doing right now. You can see there's some Phantoms. If you look closely, you'll see some Phantoms kind of flying up from below these buildings, and they have the shade turrets that you want to take out. So if you take the Phantoms out before they even drop the shade turrets off, you kind of save some time and effort. You won't have to deal with as many shade turrets. So we took out 1 Phantom, which was carrying 2. So, and then we took out that shade turret just now. So that's 3 down. We're halfway there. 4 down. 2 more to go. And there, you can see there's nav points on each of them, so you don't have to worry about it if you don't know exactly where they're going to be. Obviously, you'll save time if you kind of can know where they're going to be, so you can prepare yourself. But if you don't know where they're going to be, don't worry about it. You'll get that nav point shortly after they land. And that's 6 of 6. And then you'll land at the tower here, the big tall building we were protecting. You want to go to the top of the short side of the building, and that's where the pad is going to land. So you can see it's kind of, at the top it has kind of a slant to the design. So you want to go to the lower part of that slant. And then this landing pad will pop out, and you'll land on it, trigger the cutscene, and that is it for this mission. We got 13:07, so pretty good. The part time for this is 20 minutes, and if you add up all the part times for each mission, it actually adds up to 2 hours, 35 minutes. So if you landed on part time exactly for each mission, you'll be 25 minutes under 3 hours. So that's what we're going for this achievement. So plenty of time to spare. You could save even more time with that Banshee trick I was talking about. I'll link that at the end of the video here. It's my lasso guide. It covers the Banshee trick. It covers all of the possibilities as well, and the locations for each mission, or for each side objective. So check that out. It's definitely very informative. But anyway, that's it for this one. Join me next time for the next installment where we tackle Part 8, The Package. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found that video helpful, be sure to click on the scorpion icon to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. You can also check out some related guides by clicking on the videos on screen, and you can find links in the description for other social media links of mine. Stay tuned for more Halo guides, and I'll see you in the next one.